The language of control is a conversation that whispers beneath the surface, designed to speak to the subconscious, to toy with your emotions and dull your defenses, leaving you wide open for the kill, to hijack your mind and detonate your free will, used by those who don't just walk amongst us, they hunt and they feed on us. Narcissistic psychopaths, emotional assassins, power-hungry human predators. And charisma is their cheat code, that magnetic swagger that gives someone the it factor. But with these predators, it is a mask, kind of like Pennywise in Armani. This charm does not reveal who they are, but conceals what they are, and is the foundation to which the language of control gets built. It's what allows them to get their foot in the door to your private life and make you believe in this illusion so hard you would continue to ignore every red flag if they smacked you in your forehead. And by the time that you realize something isn't fucking right here, they will have you so deep into the thicks of their jungle of chaos, you won't have the faintest clue how to get out. Because before they even approach you with their smooth-talking, charismatic bullshit mode cranked up to 11, they have already studied you like a hawk and can read you like you were the pages of their favorite bedtime story. They're not trying to get to know you. They become you so that they can feed on you. They are master level players at the game of shape-shifting. Mirroring and mimicking others' mannerisms and behaviors are but second nature. They share the same hobbies, interest, likes, the same taste in music, that you'll think that finally you have met someone who gets you. You'll feel understood. But this is not synchronicity, nor is it a fate. You did not find your soulmate. What you found was a shape-shifting chameleon dressed in human skin, because someone comes off appearing as if you just met your doppelganger, spirit animal, and soulmate all wrapped up in one kitten caboodle. You let down your guard, viewing them as someone safe, someone you can trust. Then the real feeding begins. And this person that they duped you into believing they were starts to disappear into the darkness of the jungle as they intentionally pull back to create emotional whiplash. And you spend your day second-guessing everything, walking on eggshells, and finally tuning your agility skills, jumping through fire-blazing hoops, dodging the minefields of booby traps, and trying to aim at moving targets, until eventually your brain becomes exhausted, trying to make sense of this sheer, utter madness. You start rationalizing their behaviors and gaslighting yourself, thinking that you're overreacting. Start apologizing for their cruelty and become the defense attorney for your own abuse. Because the more you lose touch with who you are, the more they get to fill in the blanks and rewrite your character to whoever they want you to be, crafting your new reality, painting new illusions of your truth with precision. Over time, you stop reacting, you freeze, you adapt to their moods. No longer are you making choices, you're just managing their responses. And by the time this illusion has completely cracked, they are already shape-shifting into somebody else and charming the next reflection. It has nothing to do with their finding happiness or landed themselves some greener grass. If you're seeing it, it is because they want you to. Everything they do is intentional. In one way or another, there is something in it for them, regardless of who they hurt, because, well, hurting you is the whole point. They are not your partners, your friends, your soulmate, or what constitutes as family, blood or not. These people are predators who deliberately exploit the power of words to weaponize your human nature and attack you at the subconscious level so that you don't stand a chance but to fall for their manipulation. killing you slowly using words like razor blades dipped in honey to gut you from the inside out as they stand back, watching, waiting till you bleed out in slow motion, getting off on your suffering because it makes them feel strong. It makes them feel powerful. And that is what it is all about. They don't want your love. They want domination, control, power, and superiority, taking advantage of your empathy, kindness, robbing you of your free will, and shattering your soul into pieces while feeling not an ounce of guilt, remorse, nor will they have a shred of mercy for you. They will not regret what they have done, not now, not ever. They do not wrestle with consciousness, not because they don't know what they are doing. If they didn't know, they wouldn't consistently and repeatedly exploit human tendencies with the ruthlessness of a rabid honey badger. They aren't cognitively impaired. They aren't void of intelligence. They lack care, concern, or fucks to give about anyone but themselves. They are an empty hole where humility, integrity, decency, humaneness, and dignity should be. Their worldview is rigid. They are egocentric. They believe that they are more superior and almighty than God. And there's no way to get through to someone who has zero value in truth, no conflict in their actions, nor do they feel the same chaos because they are built completely different. And that is why they have the upper hand, because you're playing chess with your heart and they're playing flamethrower at your soul. You're hoping for connection. They're collecting control. Where love is a weapon, silence is a punishment. Where kindness is a leash to yank you back and to let them steer the wheel of your life, gaslighting you into believing that you were the one behind the wheel and sole driver of this crazy-making train the whole time. These monsters don't just prey on individuals. They rot entire families, corrupt communities, and break nations. It is a beautifully twisted, morally fucked up tragedy. Being empathetic or having pity on their soul is only hand-feeding the beast, making them stronger. It may curb their appetite, but it will not prevent them from eating you. The bottom line is this: you cannot tame the beast by petting it. You can't heal what doesn't feel hurt. You can't teach empty to avoid. And you sure the hell can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves, nor do they see themselves as being a problem. And narcissists don't. And sticking around trying to hold on to a ghost is only going to end up costing you your soul. So what do? Become unfuckwithable. You become the ghost. No less contact. No, we can still be friends. Cut them off like the malignant tumor that they are to your life. Block, delete, erase. No explanation. No exit interview, because every word out of your mouth will become another weapon against you. Step 2, feel the pain, but don't romanticize it. It wasn't love. It wasn't real. It was a performance, and your heart was the stage. The highs, engineered. The deep connection, scripted. The intensity, manufactured to get you hooked on them like they were heroin. Grieve, yes, but grieve the idea, not the person. The person was a lie, a ghost, a shadow puppeteer that never had any intentions, nor will ever show up. Step 3, rebuild. This time with armor, not walls, armor. Don't hide, heal. Start asking harder questions, watching behaviors and not words, trusting your gut when it twishes. And no, it's not paranoia. It's wisdom paid for in blood. Name the beast. Call it what it is. Don't water it down. This wasn't a toxic relationship. This was psychological warfare. Naming it removes the fog. Rage with grace. Cry. Scream. Journal like your life depended on it, because it does. Cut the soul ties. Don't peek. Don't check. Don't stalk. to try to see if they miss you. They don't. They miss the control. Every minute that you give them that energy, you are feeding this illusion. They won't change. They won't stop. They just find new prey, but it won't be you anymore. Next time you sense somebody speaking to you with words that are razor blades dipped in honey, whispering how you are everything that they ever wanted, you light a fucking match and you burn that illusion to ashes, because you are not broken. You're battle forged. You didn't just survive a predator. You escaped the fucking jungle and became the reckoning. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.